If you're into consumer tech, it's easy to feel like things have kind of hit a wall, right? Like that era of big, explosive innovation is behind us. But what if I told you it hasn't slowed down one bit? What if it's just shifted into something completely new, powered by an AI that is rewriting all the rules? So yeah, let's pull back the curtain and see what this new AI-driven world actually looks like.
I mean, just think back a bit. For a while there, it really felt like a golden age for consumer apps, especially the social ones. It seemed like every couple of years, some new platform would just burst onto the scene and completely take over our lives.
Oh man, the names are just iconic, right? You had Facebook, then Twitter, then Instagram and Snapchat, and of course the absolute rocket ship that was TikTok. It was this constant, incredible drumbeat of innovation. And then, kind of nothing. The beat just stopped.
And it's a feeling a lot of us share, right? That whole cycle of these massive consumer hits just, poof, ended. That the old ways of doing things just ran out of road.
Okay, but here's the thing. The game didn't actually stop. A brand new player just walked onto the field and completely rewrote the rulebook. And that player? Generative AI. You could make a strong case that the first monster consumer hit of this new era wasn't a social network at all, it was ChatGPT. And it signaled a huge shift in what we even use consumer tech for.
So, what does this new game even look like? Let's get into it. Let's break down this new AI playbook. Because honestly, the rules for building consumer tech have been totally flipped on their head.
I mean, the difference between the old way and the new way, it's just night and day. The old social media playbook was pretty simple, really. Get a bazillion users first, figure out how to make money with ads later. Your defense, your moat, was just having more users than anyone else. The new AI playbook is the total opposite. It's all about giving people so much value right away that they're actually willing to pay some pretty high subscription fees from day one.
And this brings up such a wild point. Maybe, just maybe, everyone was overthinking it before, you know? They had to build these super complicated stories for investors about how they'd eventually make money. Now, AI companies are just charging people money, right from the start. It's so simple, it's almost shocking.
And look, when we say a lot of money, we are not kidding. Think about it. The average subscription we used to pay for was maybe, what, $50 a year? Now you have people who are happily forking over $200 a month for the best AI tools. And why? Well, because unlike a streaming service or a meditation app, these products actually do work for you. They can save you hours of time, which makes that high price tag feel like a total steal.
So if your protective moat isn't just having the most users anymore, what is it? It's one thing: velocity, pure, relentless speed. In this new world, the winner is whoever can innovate the fastest, constantly shipping better models, better features, because the moment you slow down, you risk becoming yesterday's news.
All right, so AI is clearly crushing it in productivity and creativity. That's a given. But what about that thing that drove the last 20 years of tech? You know, that core human need for connection. With all this focus on what AI can do for me, what's happened to us?
This really is the giant missing piece of the puzzle. We've got AI for information, that's your Google. We've got AI for utility, think Dropbox. We have these amazing AI creative tools, but that social graph, that invisible web connecting all of us, it just hasn't been rebuilt for this new AI-first world. It is the great wide open space right now.
So why not? Why hasn't this happened yet? Well, there are a few big reasons. For one, a lot of the attempts so far just feel skew-amorphic. And that's just a fancy word for trying to stuff new technology into an old box, right? Like making an AI-powered Instagram. The problem is, if you can just type a prompt to create a perfect photo of you on a perfect vacation, it just doesn't have the same emotional weight, you know? So for now, all the social stuff around AI is happening on the old playgrounds. People are just sharing their cool AI creations on Facebook and Reddit.
But maybe we're just looking for connection in all the wrong places. I mean, think about it for a second. So many of us are pouring our hearts out to our AI chatbots. We're telling them things we'd never just type into a Google search bar. That means our AI might actually know us better than any app we've ever used. And that deep understanding could be the key to a totally new kind of connection.
And this idea points to a pretty wild future, doesn't it? Imagine this. Instead of just sharing a simple status update like we do now, what if you could share the essence of you? The version that your AI really gets. Not just what you're up to, but a snapshot of who you are deep down. I mean, that could be the next massive leap in how we feel connected to each other, going way beyond just liking a photo.
Okay,
So if the very idea of connection is getting a complete makeover, what else is on the table? Let's look ahead and see how all these different threads could start weaving together in our AI-powered future.
One of the biggest and maybe most surprising trends we're seeing is the absolute explosion of AI companions. It turns out a massive number of people, they just want someone to talk to, or something to talk to. These AI chatbots are filling this really fundamental human need for a listener who's always there, who never judges you, and it's become one of the first truly huge use cases for this tech.
And this really messes with our assumptions about what these companions are even for. The first fear is always, oh no, they're going to replace human relationships. But then you hear a story like the user who said his AI girlfriend literally taught him how to talk to his real-life girlfriend. For some people, especially younger folks who might have missed out on some key social development during the pandemic, these AIs aren't a replacement for connection. They're like a training ground for it.
And get ready, because all of this is about to jump out of the text box on your screen. The future of AI is about it being with you, everywhere. We're talking always-on wearables, like little pins that can record your day, or audio interfaces. I mean, think about AirPods. They're already in hundreds of millions of years, a perfect platform for AI. Or even agents on your screen that can see what you're working on and just jump in to help.
Now, when you combine these always-on devices with an AI that knows you on a super deep level, you get something that sounds like it's straight out of science fiction, a human insight layer, an AI that can listen to your meetings, see your projects, and give you this profound advice. Imagine it telling you, hey, you're about 5 hours away from becoming a world expert on this topic, or introducing you to the person who'd be your perfect co-founder, or even suggesting who you should date. It's wild.
So, let's bring it all home. Where does all of this leave us? As we're standing right on the edge of this brand new era in consumer tech, we're looking at a powerful, completely new vision for what technology can even do for us.
The really optimistic take in all this is that the technology, the powerful models, the AI companions, the always-on gadgets, it's not here to replace us, not at all. It's here to augment us, to help us understand ourselves a little better, and through that, to connect way more deeply with the actual people in our lives.
And that right there brings us to the final and I think most important question. As we build these incredibly powerful and deeply personal AI systems, are we creating tools that are going to spark a new golden age of human connection? Or are we just building a really convenient, always agreeable, and ultimately isolating replacement for it? The truth is, the answer isn't written yet. It's something we're all going to be deciding together.